And that's the starting lineup for your
winner from the guard spot, nonetheless. The Illinois native Danny Wolf, who had a very nice game the other night. Terrence Mann is in the starting lineup, as is the rookie Yegor Diomin, the excellent three-point shooter. Bulls have double bigs tonight with Smith, Vucevic, Okoro, White, and Buzelis. Jones coming off the bench. Patrick Williams is out as well. And a foul called as Okoro drives to the cup. A right ankle sprain is going to keep.
Visit bulls.com/GYS to learn more.
Passed after he had missed the last 3 games, so a little bit of a different rotation yet again for the.
So they've got a lot more bodies than they've had during that 7-game losing streak. So
here's Gilman, knocked down 1 out of 4 the other night. He has been one of the best 3-pointers of the last month.
Well, this is going to be a different team without Michael Porter Jr. There's going to be some guys now who are going to get more shots and be part of this offense compared to when he's in there. Not saying that he's taking all the shots, but he's the main go-to guy.
White, kick, Buzelis. Late in the clock, gotta go, nothing working. Buzelis forces up a shot, it's a shot clock violation.
Allow him to be him, and what's made him special so far in his young career.
Especially somebody who's been so good going to the rim over the last few weeks. Here's Danny Wolf, Glencoe, Illinois native. Mann. Good contest by Buzelis. Rebound Vucevic. 36 dunks for Modest this year. Of course, leads the team in that category. Smith and Phillips each have 14. White for 3. Good.
And he came down off a little pin down from Vooch with a dribble handoff. And that's what we want to see Cody. Get him on the move as a shooter.
Wolf, no. Buzelis. Here is Buzelis going at him this time. He missed a shot, but I think Bill made more of those. Drives to the rim. Wolf a 3. Good.
Tell you what, Danny Wolf's going to be special.
Yep.
I love the playing time. But now he's worked himself into the rotation. He's a big, big forward.
Good cut by Modest. Uses the left hand to score at the rim.
Well, that's why he's so good. Because the decision there, if he uses the right, it's probably blocked by Wolf. But he finished with the left. Oh, come on now.
And White did not close out under control on Clowney, who fortunately for the Bulls misses the finger.
Out. That's one of the problems they've had when they lose these games. Is they lose contact of the guys on the perimeter. You've got to stay down. Make him shoot him and extend the hand. Don't just give him a free run to the basket. From Bartlett, Illinois. Bang, bang, bang. Guard, let him go shoot the ball. Come off down screens. This is where he's really, really effective. I love him as a scoring guard.
Here's a drive by Gilman. Vucevic came over to the turf. Smith punched it out to Okoro, who takes Wolf in and got it blocked by the rookie.
He needed some guys to run with him right there just in case that happened.
And now Wolf, behind the back, underneath the rim, and all cut and punched it. Clowney found Wolf, who takes it in with the right hand and smoothly scores off the window.
And guys,
yeah.
You know, they still have some really good quality players here.
Good cut by Buzelis. Good find by Okoro. Better.
Hey, Claxton is one of the better rim protectors in the league. He doesn't have a lot of size to him, but he plays.
And blocks combined. That's a very good number if you're around 2.5. And this time Wolf with a foul as he was trying to work around the big body of Vucevic.
Well, what that does, Adam, when you have a guy back as wide open as the league is.
Smith, hop step inside. Jalen Smith is starting of over 30 minutes on the floor. And again, going with the double big lineup to start the night tonight. They started the second half on Friday with that lineup. Clowney misses a 3. Nice play by Claxton to tip it to himself on the sideline and save it. Wolf, Claxton. Man, pass Buzelis, and he attacks and jams.
See that the closeouts are not very good right now in the early going.
Earlier this season, he feels like the double big lineup has helped with that and with rim protection, guys.
Well, I tell you what, those numbers are phenomenal with the up minutes that he got. Nice drive.
Nice play by Herder.
But I don't want to hear about him being tired of 25. Okay. Ooh, we'd love to be 25 again. Adam, you're only 32, so you close.
I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah,
that's going to help my brain process this age much easier. Here's Clowney. He's free for a 3. Air ball. Here is Smith. The kick out for White. Looking for another 3.
Bang, bang, bang. All the way from Carroll Stream.
Kobe White is 3 for 29 career 3-pointers. Here's the drive by Clowney, blocked by Buzelis. Clowney got it back, banging away, he scores.
I'll tell you what, he's a strong kid.
Sure is. He and Claxton have started to develop in much different roles this year. Here's Dosumu off the bench. Kick out for Smith, and he hits.
Mr. Smith in the corner. Bulls right now.
The other night was great for Smith. He got hot late after he was off to a very cold start.
Give me that.
A steal by Jalen Smith, doing it at both ends of the floor.
This is why this kid has to be in the lineup, because he can get out and he can go shoot the gap, like you see right there. Just kept plugging away, and he had a big fourth quarter.
After the Bulls trailed by 20 in the early stages of the fourth on Friday, came all the way back to make it a game, took the lead late, in fact. Gilman, another three.
Some of the ball that we normally see him do.
Yeah.
So he's becoming more like a shooter now in this set with this group out here.
Extra pass to Smith. Needs help. Got it out to Herter. Can't get free from Claxton. Dosumu late in the clock. Got to shoot. Hooks it up to beat the buzzer. It's short off the rim.
On the scouting report, they are trying to jam up any driving lanes that Isle has. He killed them the other night, getting downhill.
So you got Day'Ron Sharpe. He had a nice game for Brooklyn on Friday night. Finished with 14 points. That's two here. A nice Cam Thomas feed down.
Guys rotate. That's too easy. When the bigs are out there, they do a good job of rotating and covering for one another.
Yep.
But when these guards are out here, they got to do the same thing. They got to take that role. Isle goes Trace.
Bulls are 5 para 6. We're going multilingual here. We just hit 3 of them for you. Out of context? Perhaps, but
who cares?
Here is Clowney. Had it go through his fingertips. Gilman from deep with 5 and a late in the clock foul against Chicago. Consistently the Bulls' best shooter this season. 44% from outside. Here's Thomas, who still has not found a rhythm. So he seemingly has had some frustrated moments as he's playing on a one-year qualifying offer. He's hoping to be paid well at the end of this season. Vucevic with a nice one.
And Vucevic started because he's pretty much unguardable in there.
Bulls tied their largest lead. Nolan Traore had a strong night the other night, the rookie. Vucevic, another.
Trying to get some blocks now.
He's been averaging multiple blocks over the last handful of games. Dosumu to Herter. The drive, pass Sharpe to the cup, into Clowney, out to Okoro. Extra feed, Dosumu for 3. Into the corner, Okoro saved it to Vucevic. Off to Herter, over the arm.
How about the hustle that time by the Bulls, keeping that ball second chance. Up it back to Vuce. Vuce gives a nice pass to a cutting Kevin Herter.
That Okoro save looked like the one he had against Utah late in the game to help win it to Vucevic after Jones flung it to him. Traore, his floater. Friendly bounce won't go his way tonight after a very solid first quarter for the Bulls.
Right, this is where you got to continue to build on it now. Doing the things that you did in the first quarter. They shot 70% from the field.
Assisted 14 of 16 baskets. Jones in the paint at 6'1", one of the smallest players in the league.
He does so many things. So he manipulates the ball, gets away from the defender by using the other side of the rim for protection.
Really smart, high IQ player. There's a nice 3 from Tyrese Martin. Inner deal with the Nets. Jones looking for another assist to Vucevic. Rebound inside, grab by Tom. Finds Traore from the corner. Good job by Vucevic, although it looked like Claxton had grabbed his jersey. It'll be
Mates involved. He plays at his own pace.
Jalen Wilson battling for it. Its last touch by the Bulls stays here. Stays.
And he also is a very good on-ball defensive player.
Yep. Trey Jones on the season, almost a steal and a half. Anything beyond 1 is usually solid. You get to about 1-3, 1-4, 1-5, you're getting into the really good numbers. Claxton misses with Vucevic, Jones, Okoro, and Buzelis. Here's Jones trying to turn the corner, gets to the paint, and tries to sling it along the baseline to Buzelis.
Their bench, and Brooklyn's bench got after the Bulls in Brooklyn.
Thomas inside for Claxton. Working inside patiently, and he's able to score it. Take a timeout here with 10 seconds.
In that position, he will stay there big on big. But when you have these smaller lineups, these smaller guards have to play like they're big. They have to be in that same kind of rotation. That's
helping you defend on the back line?
Well, no, I mean, there was only one in the game that time.
Right.
So, because, you know, Jalen Terry plays the role of Jalen Smith. And Jalen Smith can block those shots back there. But the guards should be looking for steals. They should be looking for turnovers. When that ball was there, he's got to rotate quick and just have trust that your teammate is going to rotate with.
Ellis trying to put the moves on Claxton, who used his length to knock it free into the hands of Martin, who's going to drive to the cup through the hands of Traore, and Brooklyn gives him.
When he has an advantage or an opportunity to do that, he should really look into that. That's one part of his game is take him to another level.
Vucevic unable to connect there. Wilson comes back for Brooklyn down 14. Traore with a head of steam and some speed, and he draws a Jalen Terry foul.
Much modest here. Claxton to knock that ball away. Sign up to receive text messages from the Bulls for your again. Are you listening? That's City 25.
Hey, what are you doing drifting off? Listen,
it's City 25.
Hey, listen up.
I want to make sure Bulls Nation. Listen, that's a nice jersey to get. Josh might be on the All-Star team.
Getting into some contact over the course of the week to hopefully get back soon. Here's Vucevic galloping inside for the deuce.
Bruce is really, again, starting to side out.
You pointed something out defensively about him as well. He's been a little bit sharper in that category. That's a nice two-man game as Traore finds Clax Games with multiple blocks. He's already got one tonight. Looking for a three here. Rebound to Wilson, and he got hit by Okoro, who is in the path.
Well, one of the things that happens is you get Vooch involved early. And also having Jalen Smith out there also puts a little extra in the giddy up too. See what he's doing.
Yeah. Thomas, little step back, the high arcing jumper for Cam Thomas goes averaging 18 a game. It's only his 18th game of the season. Here is Smith inside, patient, and he draws contact. Count the basket for the goaltend and a foul.
It's going to be up.
So that was for grabbing the rim. White gets, that means anybody can take the technical foul shot. Okay. Smith misfires on it. Lead is 13 with 8 minutes to play. Bulls had that lead balloon.
Kyle doing a good job on Cam Thomas.
Yeah, he's really not been able to get free for anything easy. Gonzalez went up there to try to block it, let it go. Wilson saw it and rim out. Here's White. Driving on Martin. Slipped a little bit in the paint. Dosunmu, Herter, Smith, and Buzelis, the rest of the five. Herter slings it. Buzelis takes it. Three.
Beat a three. Modest Buzelis.
We had him at a fifth block late in that game, but they eventually went back and took one of those blocks away. So he ended up with a career high tying 4. Great defense by Dosunmu on Thomas. Well, trying to stick with him, going to the rim, forces him into a tough jump shot. Buzelis tried to time it up, but he couldn't squeeze it. It ends up with Brooklyn for a second chance. Traore. Looking for Wilson, who did a nice job of reaching to get it, and he hooked it in.
Well, he snuck baseline that time. He went back door.
Wilson fan, obviously watching him in the Big 12 when he was at Kansas.
Yeah, he can play. He was a very good player at KU.
Buzelis again.
Modest, I don't care what kind of player you are. Take this with you. Get it out the net.
His second three. He's got 8 points and a couple of assists.
Off the bench now. These young players maybe got the minutes early in their career. Now they're getting opportunities to play.
Thomas, drive, kick. Wilson, 3, yes. Jalen Wilson, who was the Big 12 Player of the Year in his third season out of KU.
He got drafted in the second round?
Second round in 2023.
What do you think about that? I mean, you a conference player of the year in a big-time
conference, yeah.
You know, you're on an All-American team consensus, and you go in the second round.
Good ball movement. Herter short, though. Wilson, there he is on cue with the rebound. Herter reached
into where we are now.
There's Wolf, Glencoe, Illinois native, with a left-hand scoop. Nicely done. I asked Danny, how many people you got here tonight? And he goes, a lot less than the last time we were here in December, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, there's people watching the Bears game.
That's right.
We love you, Danny, but we're not watching you
tonight,
buddy.
brother. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Here is Herter off the back rim. There is Wolf with the rebound. Here's Mann driving, kicking. Dioman, 19 years of age. Picked off by Buzelis, couldn't squeeze. Mann, lob, Claxton.
That turned out to be a fast break opportunity for the Bulls into an E. Nets.
Cut it back down to 10 after trailing by 19. There is Buzelis. Dosunmu. He's going to hoist it up ahead.
Give me the hot sauce.
Bench for Dosunmu, who he and Kobe White have combined to go 6 of 7 from 3. Dioman hangs and throws it over the... Here comes Buzelis, finds Jones. Transition triple, left it short. And, well, they're cheering for the Bears as they've taken a lead in the second quarter. They showed the scoreboard, and the fans, a lot of them wearing blue and orange, are making noise. Nice finish by Terrence Mann using his frame at play.
Yeah, he put his body in the boots that wouldn't allow Boots to try to challenge that shot.
His second field goal for Mann. Very cool to see Tina here. She was very emotional, understandably so, as any mother would be when Danny got drafted. There's a nice play following his Vucevic. We saw that 6'10" brother, his 5'10" mom. And a foul on Vucevic and one. Claxton puts it in a change.